Discussion and possible action to authorize the expenditure of contingency funds in the amount of $12,500 for the flashing beacon upgrade for the system located on Tom Darlington Road. Mr. Neese.
Now we approved a extension of premises to serve wine. We have to get people across the street, so. This has come up frequently at our last council meeting. You heard from a gentleman who presented a petition to the town council. Over the last month and a half, I've been working with a contractor, the contractor that actually installed that solar powered light. It's a very unique system. I don't think there's many systems like it. It's designed as a battery operated solar pedestrian signal light, which is a lot more unique than what you see around the valley today. You see these hawk systems that are not powered by solar. So we had to go back to the original vendor. It took time for him to respond. In your packet, you'll see the response from him and his contractor, which I received approximately 10 days ago. This is to permit for a refinement of that existing system that will allow the light to blink yellow once activated and then go to red. And the vendor feels that this would be a more effective way to stop the vehicle traffic. Obviously, the conventional way of vehicle stopping is to see a red light, and so this would provide that red light. The town would have to provide a white line on the road and an additional sign that says stop here on red, so it's clear and concise about stopping the vehicle traffic. But the consultant or vendor felt like this was the appropriate solution for this crosswalk, and hopefully that will address the concerns that have been brought up by the residents. Be glad to address any questions of the council.
And the red light comes on, is it on a timer or what does it make?
There is a timer, 3 seconds of yellow, followed by 3 seconds of
8 seconds. 8 seconds.
8 seconds of that. That can be programmed to extend that, and he will be reprogramming the lighting system, which is an LED lighting system. So there could be an extension of that timeline. And most likely we would need more than 8 seconds for folks to cross the street there.
For the pedestrian who's crossing, so will he still have the same indication that he has now, which is those lights in the street? Will there be additional lighting?
Those lights in the street will remain. The nice thing about those lights in the street, at night it does create some ambient lighting along the crosswalk that illuminates the pedestrian. So we think that it's a good solution because there's a lack of street lights there. So those will stay, yes.
So the estimated cost of this is around $12,000. How much did it cost us to do the initial installation?
Good question. That was part of the stimulus project that the federal government and ADOT partnered and did.
32.
32,000?
I remember.
Yeah.
I thought it was 18, but I'll go with 32.
No, it wasn't cheap.
Yeah.
If approved, how long would this take to become installed and active?
We're probably looking at 6 to 8 weeks, the pedestrian there. It would be the activation of the lights in the crosswalk. That they know that the system has been activated, but the lights are oriented to the automobiles, and that's far beyond the crosswalk. So there is not a system in place to alert the pedestrian when it turns red, other than the vehicle stopping.
Pedestrian walks up and he presses a button.
The crosswalk lights will start blinking. The lights that warn the vehicles to slow down and then stop will be activated too, and then go through the transitional process from yellow to red.
Pressing the button, counting to 3, and stepping out into traffic doesn't seem a good idea. Pressing the button, waiting for traffic to stop, and then stepping into traffic makes a lot more sense to me.
Well, you know how I feel about this. The bottom line, I don't care if it was a red or stoplight, there's no guarantee people are going to stop.
Yeah.
They're texting, they're on their cell phones, they're not paying attention.
I think we can.
Still got to be
I think
careful, and we
we
need these guys to sit there once in a while.
I think we can do as much as possible to protect the citizens, but ultimately, when you're stepping into a street, you assume a certain responsibility to make sure you're not stepping in front of a cement mixer going 50 miles an hour. My estimation is this is a good improvement. It does accomplish what the citizens asked for. It goes from yellow to red. I think we need to try this. If this doesn't work, come back and see what we need to do for
My name is Glenn Ernst, 7141 East Ridgeview Place. I'd like to say that I think the lights in the street are inadequate, and changing them to red is not going to do anything. The intersection is extremely dangerous. I've been there holding a baby, and there's only one car. I waited 15 minutes until there's only one car coming in, and had the car slam on their brakes and swerve around me, blowing their horn. How dare I walk in a crosswalk? And in the daytime, those lights are not visible to the cars. The cars are not used to looking for lights down on the street. They don't see those as traffic signals. At nighttime, they show up to the cars, and sometimes the cars will stop. But as far as your idea of pushing the button and waiting for the cars to stop in the daytime, it won't ever happen. And there's enough traffic that you just can't wait until there is no traffic, because traffic is pretty continuous, coming one way or the other. They don't see those lights at all. What we need is a light up at a traffic light height that people, that's what they expect to be a traffic signal. They don't expect those lights in the street to mean anything, and they...
Aren't there 2 lights on each side of the road?
There's lights on poles.
And Mayor, just to clarify, though, that's the system that's going to change. It's not the in-ground lighting, it's the lighting on the pole that will blink yellow to red.
There's additional
So
lights
that's
on wired
like,
to those poles.
that's located where a normal traffic signal would be.
Okay.
Gary, I'm sorry, you don't have a diagram to show.
I do not have that.
So the in-road lights will still be blinking yellow.
They will still, they're...
Amber.
Yeah.
Amber.
yeah.
But there are.
But this up here is blinking red.
It will
Amber,
be
red.
blinking yellow and then to red.
So do these still keep blinking when this one's blinking?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know if it'd be possible to put one in the center of the street instead of off to the side, but I don't think people see those lights, especially in the daytime when the sun's in the horizon.
We let us, I understand your concern. This is our proposed solution. Let's see if it works, and if it doesn't work, we'll try something additional.
Okay.
Thank you for your comments. I appreciate you taking the time.
Hi, I'm Alice Ernst, 7141 East Ridgeview Place, and I've noticed yellow lights at the side of the road. And I think if they are yellow, red and not blinking, that should get the message across, because people are used to looking up, not in the road. So I'm hopeful. I think that will work. But we definitely need red lights, because people don't stop. But we're used to dodging cars there.
Thank you for your comment.
Hi, I'm Linda Covey, 704 East Ridgeview Lane. I've been here since 1999. We used to be able to run across the street 2 or 3 times and never see a car. Now I can hardly get across and not get hit by a car. I'm thinking the red lights on the side, good idea. Yellow lights, it's okay at night. Bad idea during the day. I've actually had my great big camera, not a little baby one. I've taken pictures of people almost mowing me down. I have my camera, and as they come down, I'm like this, and they just go, they really don't look. They're texting or whatever. I'm thinking, I think it was you that said the white line, if you get cars to see a white line, stop here for pedestrians, that's going to be key during the day, because you get them to stop. We're used to lines. We'll pull up in the middle of the desert if there's a line that says stop.
There is going to be a white line, Linda.
I think that's good, but I think you need to have words, stop, for pedestrians, not just a line. They might go, nice line. That's my feeling.
I think the inclusion of the word stop is good.
But not, you should say for pedestrian, you don't want them stopping if we're not
Pedestrian's
crossing.
a long word. I'm looking for something short.
Call for people, stop for people. Stop, you fool.
There will be new signs put on those poles where they're adding the red lights to the amber lights, and it'll say crosswalk, stop on red. And there'll be a new wide white crosswalk, right there.
I have a motion and a second to approve the expenditure of $12,000, thank you very much, $12,500 to improve the crosswalk on Tom Darlington. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries unanimously.